Are we recording?
Do you know where you are?
You are now witnessing the Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour with your host, Unknown Factor, and Chuckklez the motherfucking Headhunter Clown.
Place of torment, pandemonium.
Where we present y'all some of the old school shit and the new school shit of horror generation.
Everything's true.
From the fucked up remakes,
God's an astronaut.
to the new shit,
Oz is over the rainbow.
the disturbing and gory films,
The Midian's where the monsters live.
to the old school shit that we just love to enjoy.
And you came to die.
Alright, ready?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's a bitch.
Alright, one time. So you are now witnessing the Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. No Fucks Given Radio. Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour, man. Right after that, Talk Sick with Team Snuff. Or wait, no, goddamn it, Talk Snuff with Team Snuff. Right before this. Yeah, see? I got too many shows, Chuckles. I can't keep them all straight. This is the Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. What do we do on this show? Because I swear to God, I'm getting confused. No, I'm just kidding, dude. I'm really not that confused.
Yeah.
What would you do if I really came onto this show one day, Chuckles, and was like, dude, I have no idea what we're doing, and legitimately had no idea what we were doing?
So it was like, what was the fucking point of doing this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm lost. I'm fucking lost. I know we got lost in a fucking conversation about Child's Play on the last episode, dude. Holy shit.
Bro, we were balls deep into that fucking film, like part 1 and part 2. And we were supposed to do 31 and the thing last episode, but we were just like too geeked out about that whole entire series.
Oh, yeah, because I don't know if you can hear all that rustling, ladies and gentlemen. That's my notes. I actually didn't have to take any for this show because we're going to start where we left off.
Pretty much.
I just want to kind of, like just wrap the Chucky films up real quick because we got into first and second, right? And then what? It's the third is really kind of where they pick up the comedy and the violence aspect. I think it goes a little bit more. The fourth is where they introduce his wife, right?
Pretty much, Bride of Chucky.
Whatever.
Tiffany.
What's your opinion of the fact that they introduced another doll?
At first, it's like, it threw me off a little bit because I thought that the third movie was the very, very last film that they should have done. Because the motherfucker got thrown off this little ride, this little theme, little mountain that they had in this little roller coaster haunted house, and he went straight to a fan and got torn to pieces. There's no way in hell that you can revive back, but for some reason they wanted to bring back because it got so popular back then, and that just threw in a huge buzz towards people when they brung in the fourth story to the series.
See, now, I don't so much have a problem with him wanting a woman, because that's why before you made the box so much meaner, I always offered that final item. But then Chuckles came along, ladies and gentlemen, and on the No Fucks Given Hour, that's why it says beware the box. The box used to be at least kind of nice. Now it's just unpleasant. But that's not what we're on tonight. Yeah. So, I understand him wanting to have a woman, though, in that aspect, because, he pretty much, put that bitch in that, right? Now.
Oh, yeah.
The thing I have a problem with is the goddamn child they have, dude, and I think it's the 5th film.
Yeah, Seed of Chucky. I wasn't really a big fan of that movie, to be honest with you.
I don't think it's hard not to be a big fan of that film, personally. I probably got motherfuckers going, fuck you, that's the greatest Chucky film ever, but everybody has their own opinion. So knowing that, and they've done all that, because ladies and gentlemen, we are not spending a lot of time on these goddamn fucking Child's Play films. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're just going to go with part 3, and after that, we're going to move along. We're going to move along.
Well, I'm just curious, Tommy, because they got a new one coming out, or at least they say they do. There's supposedly a new one in the works, right?
Yeah, they're saying that there might be another story after Curse of Chucky called Cult of Chucky. That's what I've seen. I don't have. They didn't say a specific date of what they're gonna release it when, but it's heard it's in the works.
Yeah, see, they ain't really said shit about that film, except, hey, this is gonna happen. And that's really it. That's all I've seen, anyways. Have you seen anything beyond that?
No, other than that, I just seen like a picture of Chucky, and it just said that a new film of Chucky called Cult of Chucky. That's what they're gonna plan on titling the title for the movie. And after that, I haven't heard any like developments, who's gonna be in the cast or anything like that. So I think they're just gonna put that in a secret till the time is right.
What? Oh, let me put a horrible thought in your mind, Chuckles, right? You remember Wes Craven's New Nightmare?
Hell yeah.
Okay. You remember how it was based in reality, right? Like it was supposedly in our world, and right? What if they're doing it to where there's actually a cult of people that just really would be done with, like, cool with these films? And like, I pray that's not what the fuck they're doing.
I hope not too, man. That'll be fucking stupid.
I just thought about that Cult of Chucky, and then that fucking,
like, you have a huge fan base of Chucky Child's Play fans, or just really like go on a rampage and shit like that, and they actually worship Chucky like that. I was like, no, that's gonna be fucking dumb.
I think Child's Play Ninja is gonna start this shit. I do. I think Child's Play Ninja is gonna start the Cult of Chucky. Right? That's what the fuck it is, man. Damn it, CPN. We'll talk about that soon, because I got you coming up on the No Fucks Given. We're going to have to confront him about that shit. For real, man. I will have no cult. I ain't going to have a bunch of goddamn little fucking Chucky dolls running around. Fuck that. I ain't cool. No. I hope that's not what they do. No. Yeah, I hope that's not what they do, dude. Fucking... What the fuck else could they do with that, though, really? Because, I mean, I'm trying to remember exactly how The Curse of Chucky ended. They were all alive at the end of that film, weren't they?
Yeah, until the end of the credits, I believe. If y'all watch the full film, he confronts with the little boy back in the Child's Play movies. But he's all grown up and shit. Andy... Yeah, he's all grown up, and he finally meets up with him, and Andy shoots him with a fucking shotgun.
Well, that's interesting. Man, that's like I vaguely remember that. Like I said, because the third, fourth, and fifth one, I did not pay near as much attention to watching as I did the first two, which is why another reason we can't get in on that much, because I don't have a fucking page and a half of notes on this shit like I normally would. Yeah. The wife to that. Thank God, for real. Thank God. I'm trying to get laid tonight. Can't be on this bitch 2 goddamn hours. I've already been on fucking an hour and a half. Oh, that's terrible, man. So overall, I want to know then, what's your overall opinion of the Child's Play series? Just like comparing it to the other greats of the horror genre that we'll end up getting to sooner or later, ladies and gentlemen. It's only the 3rd episode. Give us a chance. You know, but I mean, comparing them to the Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Streets, where would you place Child's Play in that, man? Is it like fucking tip top, or is it kind of like, yeah, I mean, watch it if you're in a fucking weird mood.
Yeah, well, to me, I believe it should deserve to be in the level between with Jason and Freddy and Michael Myers, because, they did... To me, I think they made it legendary to make like a killer doll to represent the horror genre that no one's ever seen before. Even though there were some parts of the series that were ups and downs and everything, because when you see on the Friday the 13th movies, there were some ups and downs with some parts of the series too, because that depended on the storyline. But as for the character-wise, it was original when they put together Chucky and everything. Even though it kind of sounded corny at first, and they tried to make him scary as possible, but when you think about it, it sounds pretty fucking wicked. So if I had to say like a top 5 of the listings, of course Freddy's number 1, 2 Jason, 3 has to be Leatherface, 4 Michael Myers, and 5 you have to put Chucky in the mix at bottom 5.
Oh man, wait, I don't know if Chucky would make my top 5. That's
Well, I wouldn't say like if some people might have their own opinions on it and shit like that, but when it came down to that, because there's a shitload of classic horror monsters that are on the list, but I'm trying to keep it short as possible. You know what I'm saying?
fair enough, man. I just, I don't know, like, and look, not to play off the fucking, banner and shit we use, but I'd put Hellraiser before I'd put Chucky,
Oh yeah, always. But just like when it comes to like the top things, I think Chucky's probably like in the bottom of the list, but deserves. You know what I'm saying?
He is at least an honorable mention, at least. Even if it was a top 10, Chucky would always get an honorable mention. I will give you that, man. I don't know if I seriously, and this is something I would have to seriously stop and sit and look. We might have to do that someday soon. Chuckles, for real, like, figure out, like, what are the top 10 franchises? Just our opinions, respectively, and I imagine they're going to differ. And then, here's the curiosity question. You say top 10 horror franchises, like, there are certain things that some people call horror that some people don't. Like The Thing is a perfect example of this. Some people call those horror films.
Oh, yeah.
Some people are like, those are fucking sci-fi films. Shut up.
It was both. It was both sci-fi and horror, because in sci-fi, yeah, it's like talks about aliens and stuff like that. But what alien films besides Alien have you seen people being disfigured or eaten by a certain like thing from outer space in a most graphic, fucked up manner?
I mean, the only things I can name would be the original Alien film, the original Predator film, obviously The Thing, something from outer. I mean, Critters technically would apply, would it not?
I would say it's. I would say Critters, because some people will try to compare Critters with the Gremlins and shit like that. But I'll put that on the list.
This could get a long-ass fucking list if we're going to go into it. But hey, I fucking brought up the long film because we're supposed to go into 31 next. Damn it. All right? That's the plan. All right? And man, holy shit, Chuckles. You said you listened to Talk Snuff earlier with myself, Static, and Damien. And we actually, I brought it up because, fucking listen to the radio. I like to think, or maybe don't. I don't know. Tell me to fuck off, whatever. It's fine. But I brought up 31, and D said he really liked that shit. And dude, can I say I did too? And I'm glad we started this show, Chuckles, because if it wasn't for this show, I probably would have never watched this shit. Because time-wise, but holy shit, what a great recommendation.
Oh, yeah. I love the film, by the way. Yeah, when we get further into that film, like, people have their own mixed opinions about the film, but to my knowledge, it was actually a good film.
I love the quote that was at the beginning of the film, though. Before it even really got into shit, it was the first sign of beginning of understanding is the wish to die, by Franz Koffel, I'll say. Koffela, I think. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that properly. Yeah, but that's the quote at the beginning of the film. I think that's an interesting fucking way to start a horror film, dude. Right there. And then you go to, hello, they call me Doomhead. It's like, fucking what?
Yeah, it just come out with, like, in a weird way. It's like, oh shit, it's like, what the fuck's going on? And they mentioned Doomhead, like, Doomhead, what kind of fucking name is that? In a way, it kind of sounded like some scary, twisted shit.
Oh yeah, see, that's when they initially introduced the character Doomhead, I'm like, that is such a fucking retard. Like, what the fuck kind of dumb shit does Chuckles have me watching? No offense, dog. That is legitimately what I thought the second this motherfucker introduced himself as Doomhead, right? Right? No, not at the beginning. At the beginning, I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, but then it gets further into the film, and you see fucking, let me see, they finally get into the people that are going to be your victims, Wait.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm checking my notes, Chuckles. I should have watched this film again real quick. I really, really should have. Had a lot of fucking shit going through my head. But yeah, when they eventually introduce those characters, man, I don't see how, first off, those motherfuckers don't notice little signs and shit. Or am I fucking forgetting a part of this story? Hold on. No, they just show them throw into that shit, don't they? They don't get... Or wait, do they get... God damn it, Chuckles, help me out.
They're in a car.
Yeah, they're in a car and they snatch them fuckers up. But it's like they stop at a gas station, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
And there's a creepy old motherfucker there. Yeah, that's a dick. Now, dude, Chuckles, if you stopped out in the middle of nowhere and there's a creepy old gas attendant at this little ass gas station, right, all like on some for real, aren't you getting your gas and just fucking out?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, like fuck anyone for the next 100 miles. I don't give a fuck what you are, what you look like. I'm out.
For real though, especially if it was a cranky little asshole. We called them cocksuckers and shit like that. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I'm just getting my gas and I'm out.
He was a dick, man. He really was a fucking dick. I don't get it.
And perverted.
Yeah, well, I mean, you probably didn't see much out there, dude. You know, you got that coming through. What the fuck you gonna do? But I think he even tells them they should drive through, and they don't, and then they end up getting caught. And I love how they get introduced in this little situation. I mean, it's a ghetto Hunger Games, is what I'll call it.
In a way, yeah.
In a kind of, well, I mean, yeah, it's like, hey, we're gonna, like, and what, there was 6 or 7 at the beginning, right?
Yes, yeah.
And they say survive 12 hours. First off, Chuckles, do you think we could survive 12 hours?
Against them, probably so.
Hey, they were like sending midgets, man. You just have to be willing to instantly... See, and this is the thing about this film I think it shows an interesting prospect of, is the fact that if you take any human being and push them far enough, they will do terrible, terrible things to make sure they live. And I mean, like, fucked up things. And I think that's the case in anyone. I think that was the thing Rob Zombie was trying to show in this film. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, he pretty much Rob Zombie's perspective of the film is, what would you do if you're in that situation where you have no choice but to survive? Some people might snap, or some people might run in fear in a certain way just to get out, but what would you do in that situation when you're out of your comfort zone?
I don't know. Look, when a midget zombie comes after, or I mean, when a midget fucking Nazi comes after my ass, like a fucking midget with a fucking swastika right on his forehead, I'm cool with murdering you at that point. I'm done.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Yeah,
that's fucking easy.
Like, the second it's a fucking midget running at me with a swastika on his forehead, I'm like, oh, I'll stomp your neck a couple times and feel totally okay about my day, because I'll be like, oh, well, you were a really shitty person, obviously. I mean, you were a really shitty little person, but that's besides the point.
For real. And the thing about that midget, though, is like he only spoke Spanish throughout that whole entire scenery and shit like that, and he was representing Nazis and shit like that. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, see, and that's a curiosity thing I had after watching this film. Do you think, and I don't know, but do you think the guys that were the initial, like the midget and the guys that were rolling with him, do you think they were past competitors that had survived?
Probably so. We never know.
See, that's one point about that film that it kind of drives me nuts, man, because I feel after watching it, I'm like, yeah, you're trying to create more people for your game. Like, that's really what it looked like.
Exactly.
I'm curious, man. Kind of fucked up psychological film you got me watching, Chuckles. Got me thinking fucked up thoughts over here. Like, seriously.
Yeah, it's pretty psychological mind fucking.
And why does number 4 always die first? I never got that either. Like, what the fuck's wrong? Like, why?
I have no idea, man. It's just like I think that's like a tradition. I mean, when it comes to horror films or any type of movies, that the only fourth one always dies and shit like that. It makes no sense.
Yeah, they always have some weird fucking rule, you know? It's like, I mean, you can go back to Scream. That's, you know, those rules aren't the same anymore. Thank God, ladies and gentlemen. That shit would have grown really, really fucking stale. I'll tell you, you know, the only thing, I'll tell you, man, I think we wouldn't have a problem surviving, though, within that compound, Chuckles, except, man, those gates.
Yeah.
Like, just out of nowhere. Okay, you're separated. That's fuckery.
It was.
Yeah, there's way too many levels of fuckery in this film. It's, like, I wouldn't be comfortable. I don't know, though. I do love when they introduced Doomhead into this film, dude. How they introduced that Chuckles. You remember how they introduced him, don't you? Like, that was, imagine getting that phone call. Or imagine if you were a female and being that bitch. That would have to be weird.
Oh, yeah, especially that scene. Yeah.
Just in mid-stroke, dude. And, like, not soft stroke, but, like, fucking a pounding. And, now, bitch, I gotta get this. And shut the fuck up. And go. Like, that motherfucker said some of the rudest lines I'd ever heard. And I give fucking props to Rob Zombie for writing that shit and coming up with it. Damn.
I mean, he was fucking the bitch, like, savagely. Like, what the fuck? And until he got that phone call, it's like, he was a total 100% asshole after that.
Oh, yeah. Take two fingers. What was it? Take two fingers and finish yourself off.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Damn, that was some pure savagery right there.
That was great, dude. I'll tell you, though, I do love how, I mean, they're a while into it, and they got through that first little group, you know, before they really had to deal with Doomhead, because I think there were three groups. Dude, was one of those two brothers Rob Zombie?
No, it was one of the other dudes that was part of his other films that he was featured in.
He wasn't
dope if Rob Zombie was actually featured in his own film.
I could have sworn on my life he was one of the guys with the chainsaw, but I didn't check the credits because I just didn't. This is no fucks given radio, goddammit, and I didn't. That's why I ask.
Nah, he's not. He's not featured in the movie. I wish he would have. That would have been fucking dope, but no.
Well, you know the dude I'm talking about got cut in half by his own chainsaw, right?
Yeah.
Dude, you can't tell me that dude don't look quite a bit like Rob Zombie.
He looks exactly like him.
Yeah.
If you see Rob Zombie live on stage when he has that cool-ass like makeup over his face, you can compare that dude, and it's like, wow, that dude looks exactly like his twin brother or something like that.
That's why it threw me off right there. Yeah. Go figure Rob Zombie wanted to just cut somebody that looked like him in half. It's a really weird goal. It is Rob Zombie, though. But no, I love what the first intermission between the people, dude. I love the fact that they're like, here's a meal for you.
Oh, that scene. That was fucked up. That was the best scene.
Oh, come on, dude. You didn't figure out the second they were like, hey, here's food for you. They're like, oh, they're feeding him a dead friend of theirs.
Or something.
No, I knew for a fact that something was up because like you're in a room and you see a big ass dinner table with food onto it. You know for sure that there's something inside that food. Until they revealed underneath it was actually one of their dead homies and shit, and they're actually eating him. I was like, oh my fucking God.
Now, let me ask you a real fucked up question. And I want to ask you this as well, babe. I want an answer. Yeah, I know you're going to give me a yes or a no, woman. All right? So, you're in this situation. You know technically you need to eat. It will give you a better chance of survival in this situation. Right? Let's say you're intelligent about this. Because I'm not going to leave. Like, I'm going to fucking check all around that bitch before I start consuming anything. And you notice, oh, well, fuck. That's my dead homie. Right? Is there any chance that you would eat knowing it would give you better chances, even though you knew that was your dead homie? But at the same time, you want to fucking live, don't you?
Yeah, it comes out. That's a good ass question, by the way. But it's like, if you know that your dead homie, it's like you wouldn't eat him at all. But it's like you're weak and you're battered and everything like that, and you have no energy whatsoever. To me, if I was in that situation, it's like if they have the covers on, when you eat them, people say some cannibals say when they eat people, they say it tastes like pork. You wouldn't even imagine it was a human and shit like that. So your mind's already fucked up, and you can't think straight, and you think that's real food that will help you get strength up. So the moment you see that's actually a person, I was like, oh shit.
So
why do you taste so fucking good, motherfucker?
Hey, you're the cannibal between the two of us. You should know all about this. Don't sit there and deny it.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. It's like it's kind of like one of those like war shit. Pretty much, you're trapped in the hole, right? And it's between you and your partner, and you're there for years, and he's dying out, and you have no choice but to survive. And you just might think to yourself, I don't think he would have mind. I think he would understand. I'm trying to survive. You might have to cut off his fucking stomach open and might have to eat and shit like that just to keep on living.
Hey, look, let's not get real fucked up, but let's get real fucked up. Let's say this ever happens to all of us that roll over here in NFGR. If I'm the one that dies, go ahead, y'all eat me, because I want you all to survive so my wife makes it out. That's all I say, alright? My wife's like...
It's like, would I eat...
My wife is like...
Would I eat you if you were dead?
My wife's just like, I'm not eating your tainted meat.
I don't know what fucking diseases you might have that I don't know of.
My wife only eats babies in extreme circumstances.
Damn, and I thought I was the fucked up one.
When you make Chuckklez the Headhunter Clown, babe, say, damn, I thought I was the fucked up one. That, dear, is impressive and exactly the reason I married you. That's what's up, yeah. You know.
Hell yeah. But it's like, if it came down to a situation, it's like, it'll be a shocker. You know you're going to throw up and revealing that you're dead homie and shit like that. But it just comes to a certain time. Would you think of not doing it? Because if you wouldn't do it, you're probably not going to survive because you have no energy in your stomach, energy in your body in general.
See, and that's what I'm saying right there. Like, because you know for a fact, if you don't eat, it's going to give you a lesser chance of survival. So, under that, knowing it was your homie, would you fucking eat him, Chuckklez?
You're only in there 12 hours if you can't not starve.
In 12 hours, with you being through what they had been through in what I think was probably like the first, 5 or 6, right, before they offered him that meal?
Yeah, I think it would come down to that situation. Well, I know any normal good-ass fucking food, that's for damn sure. So I have no fucking choice but to do that.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess it could depend on a lot of things. Because technically, with that particular situation, I mean, it could be that you hadn't eaten 6 to 7 hours before they picked you up. So, but if you just fucking ate right before they fucking got you, you're fine. So, I mean, there's a lot of little things that could factor into that bullshit, But yeah, fuck it, dude. If I was, to the point where my hunger was causing me issues with dealing with the rest of the situation, dude, Chuckklez, I'm sorry. Even if it was you, I'm going to take a couple fucking bites to where my shit's just at least good. I mean, only if you're dead, dude. If you're alive, you're far more useful to me alive than fucking as a meal, obviously.
It's like survival to the fittest. I'm pretty sure you understand.
No, he ain't doing that, man. No, because I know I can hand you something sharp and pointy and we'll be alright.
But you know what the fucked up part about it is? I always thought it's like the dude who died and his spirit's looking over or above them. You'll be noticed, I could imagine him screaming at them. It's like, what the fuck y'all doing? Y'all eating me! Y'all eating me!
That could be weird, watching your homies eat you, just in an astral form and shit, just sitting there being like, fuck, they're eating me. It's really weird. I don't know, but
I don't know if I should laugh or say that these guys are fucking stupid, or just scream it out loud just to help them out. It's like, dude, y'all eating me.
See, and that's, I I don't know. I guess in such a high stress situation, you wouldn't really think clearly, but just how they didn't think something was fucking up with everything those motherfuckers were putting them through amazes me, man. I do love that. Like, what the fuck is up with the motherfuckers running this shit too, Chuckles? Looking like some fucking old school fucking European Victorian era bullshit. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that shit kind of threw me off. It was like, what the fuck? Like,
See,
everybody, you know, for sure is like a southern, like, hillbilly dressed up like clowns and shit, ready to fucking kill somebody. And these guys are all high royalty, 18th centuries European, you know, emperors or some shit like that. It kind of like, what the fuck?
yeah, dude, it was really, really fucking weird, dude. And I love how, like, they're taking fucking bets and shit. Like, that's what made me really think Hunger Games was when they introduced the people that were running it. You know, you see them making phone calls and play some bets, and I'm like, fuck, it is the goddamn, it's the Hunger Games on a smaller local level, you know?
Yeah, it's like the Hunger Games on fucking crack in a way.
Yeah, because, I don't know, man, playing the regular Hunger Games or playing those Hunger Games, like the ones in 31. Oh, dude. You'd rather play the regular Hunger Games, babe, than the ones in 31. I don't know, seeing because
just think about it. It's like when everybody thought that the Hunger Games, the movie, was all about cannibalism and eating people. Pretty much, this was like the real life Hunger Games in Rob Zombie's vision.
Look, no. Here's my opinion. Like, because in the Hunger Games, think about it. It's all for one, and one for all. There ain't no goddamn musketeers, right?
Nope.
But if you're telling me I'm doing the 31,
right.
Yeah, if you're telling me I'm doing that 31 run, and I get to pick 5 people to roll into that bitch with me, motherfucker, I'm good. Like, as long as I get to hand pick those fucking 5 people, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm ostensibly just gonna bring all the co-hosts from the radio. Like, yeah, we'll be alright. No fucks given will return after this 12-hour period.
Only one of us will survive, and that's probably me, an unknown factor.
Shit, dude, the pack of us, I'm pretty sure we'd all get out. Yeah. No. What? You really, man, I'd like to think ain't none of the hosts on this radio worried about a fucking midget Nazi that speaks Spanish, no
I'll fucking
less.
punk kick the shit out of that midget, man, if it was real life, man. I ain't scared.
That's what's up. Punk kicked it a fucking ball sack to that midget. I agree. Yeah. Fuck that bitch, man. Get through that shit. Hey, I gotta say, so they go through this shit, though. And they finally, I love that they piss these motherfuckers off enough, like, we're calling in Doomhead. I love how they say it, too, dude. Like, the list of people they go through that they're gonna bring in, and then it's finally like, get Doomhead. Like, the way they say Doomhead.
Yeah, this is the way how they pronounce it, like, Doomhead. You know, for sure, that's like the Doom, like the fucking end of it.
Oh, dude, it's fucking priceless. It really is. But I mean, then, like I say, you see this motherfucker get that phone call, and he's savagely fucking this shit out this bitch. And then it turns into, bitch, get the fuck off me. Go take your fingers and fuck off. And I love the part where he's painting up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that scene was awesome, man.
Yeah, because he's like, I'm not
Dude
a fucking
was crazy,
clown.
man. Like, he was painting up himself, and he's looking himself in the mirror, psyching himself up, saying, I'm not crazy, I'm in control. I'm not crazy, I'm in control. And that's when he started, like, fucking punching himself, like, senseless, into his nose bleeding, shit like that. Like, you know he's in Doomhead mode.
I do love that mantra, too. I'm not crazy, I'm in control. I'm not crazy. I swear to God, there's part of me that wants to start using that before I go perform live. But I'm like, if I start doing that, people are going to be like, oh, Jesus, Factor's really snapped. And I just don't need that in my life. Like, because, I mean, no, dude, sincerely, look, there is part of me that really wants to, every time before I go on stage, just sit there and be like, I'm not crazy, I'm in control. I'm not crazy, I'm in control. I'm not. And it would probably get bad for someone sitting. They'd probably be like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? So,
someone call security.
Yeah. Since I like to be able to perform and not get locked up, in a goddamn mental ward, I'm not going to do what Doomhead does. Plus, people would probably be pissed about me continuously breaking mirrors at venues.
And the thing about Doomhead, when he told the priest in the very beginning, when he looks at him, I see you see me as like a painted character. Let me tell you something. I ain't no fucking clown.
Yeah. I love that line, dude. It's so... fucking nasty, man. Like, just... That dude's whole persona. And who the fuck was that, too, by the way? Because I swear I've never seen that dude in anything, but I swear I feel like I have at the same time.
Richard Brake, the person who played Doomhead, he played in a couple films. He was in Doom with The Rock, that shitty video game. Rock in it.
Hey, fuck you. I happen to like that fucking movie.
There was some parts I did like about it. Other than that, though, it was just like, yeah, in a way.
I mean, look, dude, it was okay for what it was.
But he was funny in that shit, though.
Oh, all right, totally remember his part in that film now. See, because I'm a fan of that movie. Got my feels hurt over here, Chuckles, talking about you don't like that shitty movie.
No offense or anything. There were some parts of the movie I did like. There's some parts of it just like they just made The Rock into like too much of a straight asshole when it came to that shit.
What do you mean?
Like when it just like there came to a certain time, The Rock should have known that this shit was going down. He's just still doing his job and shit. It's like he's still trying to pull off that like military badass shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, man, the fuck up. This is like this. You've seen this shit before. This is part of war, soldier.
Oh shit! No. Okay. Yeah, dude. I get totally. He's just a jarhead that was like, I'm gonna fucking follow my orders, man. See, can I just say, that's part of the problem with the world, dude. Motherfuckers following orders. We are getting way off topic, though. You see this? We've gotten on to Doom now, Chuckles. What the fuck? How are we suddenly reviewing Doom with my dog barking in the background? That's all I want to know. I thought we were doing horror films. I mean, I guess technically that's kind of...
Yeah, he's just telling us get the fuck back on topic.
For real. It's like, get the fuck back on topic, man. But hey, back to this, dude. So, they introduced Doom. I love, like, that motherfucker comes out and just... Dude, like... The thing I love about the way they introduced him, when they introduced him in the whole violent part of the situation, not just the little beginning intro, is how he just fucking, that one chick, oh Jesus, dude, hold the fuck on, I took fucking, because it was fucking, it was insane.
Yeah, that one older lady that was the dude's mom and shit, like, he fucked her up bad, man.
Well, and just how he was, like, holding her, and he's like, this is when you think you've got a chance. And then just fucking murders her. Like he's like, this is when you think you're going to have a chance to beg for your life, and I'll be sympathetic. And then just guts her. Like fucking savage, like gives her a little bit of hope. And then just takes it away.
Mm-hmm. It was kind of sad, because she was one of the most... You just loved that you hope that she does not die in a fucked up manner, but in a way she does die in a fucked up manner.
Oh, yeah, I know. Dude, I love the... Oh, no, that was his line to the bitch. My bad. No, it's the count yourself lucky. You got fucked by the best. Oh, no, he did say that to the bitch he murdered, didn't he?
Yeah, he did say that.
That's... You imagine being told that as you're getting stabbed to death?
I was like, wow, you're an asshole, dude, and just went to my throat with a switchblade and shit, like,
oh. And I love that he bumps 8 tracks, too. Doomhead takes it old school.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, dude. But then, man, hey, look, we're gonna get to the end of this film because I know the next thing we want to analyze. It's gonna take a minute, but I just gotta say, on the end of that, dude, I love. That bitch finds her way out. She's fucking running away, like trying to get away all hell, like anybody would. And I swear, it reminds me of a moment from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where he's just sitting there mocking her, just running his fucking mouth with a blade and is about to kill her. And then the fucking timer goes off. And he's out of time.
I was like, damn, dude, you should have finished the fucking job instead of running your goddamn mouth and shit. And he's all pissed off and angry and shit. Motherfucker!
Dude, his response was fucking priceless. Just snapped.
Right, he's like, you are so fucking lucky and you fucking cunt.
Well, yeah, but, you know, see, and then I love how it cuts, because fucking, you got I assume it was 2 daughters and a father. I'm going to assume is what that was, right? It's what I think, right, from just the way the
I think it was
was.
like the father, the mother, and the daughter.
Was it? Okay, it might, see, I didn't know if it was that or if it was 2 daughters, that, it was really fucking weird. That's when you see the bet gets paid off because the fucking daughter won, and then they all break down out of this Victorian shit and get into what is standard garb, you know what I'm saying, fucking modern day clothing as opposed to some Victorian era shit. And dude, the male actor, do you know his name, Chuckles?
One of the Victorian dudes.
Yeah, the dude that was the male.
Malcolm McDowell.
Malcolm McDowell. I find it so funny because that's a fucking really well-known actor that he took such what I would almost call a bit part in that film.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But he's a great, phenomenal actor. It's like, if you've seen him in movies like Clockwork Orange when he was younger, like, dude be snapping all that shit, and especially in other movies like from the Halloween series and shit, or other horror movies that he's been, dude kills it in every role that he takes.
Yeah, see, that's what it amazed me.
He just fits well.
Yeah, when he took all that makeup off, dude, I did not expect to see him under that.
You never knew it was him?
No, dude, I didn't. I did not catch that shit. I was like, I know that voice. Why the fuck do I know that voice the whole time? Come off, and I was like, oh shit.
Like, that's Malcolm McDowell.
You know, whatever. Can't keep track of all this shit, Chuckles. Fuck, bless you, man.
It's just good. It's just good ass makeup. Just makes the character look unrecognizable. But you understand the voice. It's like, God damn, where have I seen this dude before?
Yeah, and yeah, the way they set those characters, it was interesting. Man, here, so the fucking buzzer ends. They all go back to their lives and are like, oh, well, what are we gonna do with the winner? And he's like, oh, it'll be fine. And you see this bitch just walking down the fucking street, right? And
bloodied and battered and bruised and everything.
Oh my god, dude. Oh Jesus. Looking fucking just rough.
underneath the fucking hot blazing sun.
And then here creeps a van.
It's Doomhead.
Chuckles, why?
In a way, it was like, at first, in my thought, I thought he was gonna pick her up and they're all gonna drive together throughout the fucking thing.
I thought that for a sec too.
I thought he was gonna do that, but no.
Yeah. Oh, how cool would that have been if he'd have pulled up and been like, "Hey, need a ride?
You want to ride?"
Been like, dude, you've just been trying to kill me for the past 6 hours. The fuck do you mean do I want to ride? Yes, I want to ride. I'm tired as fuck, jackass. You better not pull anything.
For real. But sadly, though, he takes out his two switchblades and shit and smiles, and Sherry's fondling a fist. You know for sure that the shit ain't over.
So, man, see, fuck that ending. Chuckles. You hear me? Like, seriously. Fuck that ending. I am not a fan.
I was not a fan of it at all either.
That's like, I am a fan of this film. I extremely enjoyed the fucking film overall. But dude, that ending just, it killed me, man. All right? But I got to know because we rate shit over here. Chuckles, out of 5, how many fucks you give it?
So far, like I said before, there were so many people had mixed opinions about it because they all thought it was going to be the way that they thought it would be, but it was in a different storyline that they thought. But in my knowledge, I love the film. I have to give it at least, a good 8 out of 10.
Fair enough. I just said 5, but whatever. We'll go out of 8 because, yeah, I think that gives us a better... We need to go out of 10 anyways. Yeah, so you're right. I don't know why the fuck I said out of 5. My apologies. For me, I mean, I went into this being like, hey, it's Rob Zombie's 31, and I really didn't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like Damien said, at least it was better than Lords of Salem.
Oh, see. All right, well, we're going to review that next month now. You want to?
All right.
Because I've never seen it.
All right.
And now you have talked shit on it. And Damian Quinn has talked shit on it. And I want to watch it so I can talk shit on it live on No Fucks Given.
Okay, let me make this perfect, though. It was better than Lords of Salem, and it was way fucking better than Halloween Part 2 by Rob Zombie. That's my take of it.
See, now I've seen Halloween Part 2. I'm trying to remember. It's been a fucking minute, though, dude, because I remember the first one was fucking awesome.
Rob Zombie, yeah, the first part was awesome.
Yeah, the first one was fucking awesome.
But part 2 was dumb.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to those later. But I gotta say, for 31, man, for me, damn, Chuckles, we agree too much on this show. I just want to, because I'm not trying to agree. Like, I just want to say a different number. Like, I just want to be like, it got a 1, just to disagree with you. Not because I don't like the movie, just because we fucking have agreed on everything. What the fuck is this?
It's just, we know good films and shit like that. Some people might not think that. It was like, what the fuck y'all think? Y'all think this is an 8 out of 10? That shit was 5, man. Well, guess what? That's your opinion. It's like, if you love sick movies like we do, we'll give that bitch an 8 out of 10 and shit like that.
Man, you know what? I'm giving it a 9. Fuck off. Just because. Right?
All right.
And you know what? You know what else? I think we need a little break. And I just happen to have Dosha Demon send me a little something. Yeah, featuring Tune and DKB. Yeah, motherfucking anti-hero by me. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all are hearing this shit before I do. That's what's up. Check it out.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man? You'd rather die for some piece of shit that you don't even fucking know? The 3 assholes laying into one guy while everybody else watches? And you wanna know what's wrong with me? Yeah, I'd rather die. So bring it on! Anti-hero. Like to play it like we. Anti-hero. Fuck my man, I got the key. Anti-hero. Superman is a little bitch. Anti-hero. Play the middle, funky bitch. Anti-hero. Like to play it like we. Anti-hero. Fuck my man, I got the key. Anti-hero. Superman is a little bitch. Anti-hero. Play the middle, funky bitch.
Are we back live?
We are undone. Undone, I tell you. Destroyed.
I didn't mean to fuck that shit up. Take two.
Don't they know you're in the danger zone?
Okay. My bad. Take three.
Do I have to kill everyone myself?
Oh shit.
This is Jackson.
Let me tell you a little story about Jackson. Pay attention, history lesson. I've seen it all rise and fall, let the best while we hiding in the shadows. Think about our next step.
And I am Body Rock.
Body rock, I kill them all like Dr. Satan. I'm ripping bodies up. I'm talking head to toe. I'm making body art, line them up in a row.
And we are the Michigan Misfits.
Fucking talent show, little MTV in the radio. I'm a misfits, no, I'll never sell out to you fakers.
And you're listening to No Fucks Given Radio.
Dear God, what is that thing?
You can catch us out on Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, Reverb Nation.
Damn!
Chat Piss, DJ Baby.
Damn!
DK Barrymore, Rock of Ages up at Detroit, Crap Inc. in Jackson, Michigan. And I think that's about it.
Damn!
Now my backpack.
I love my family. Potato, potato, potato.
But we're live. No Fucks Given Radio. No Fucks Given Radio. Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour. Wrong hour, Chuckles. This is the Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour. See, but you're on both of them. So that's goddamn it fucking, that's confusing, man. What are you doing to me? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that fucking anti-hero track, I hope that shit was dope, because I ain't heard it yet. But I trust dope shit. Yeah, then you heard a little bit of Michigan Misfits, Who I Am. That's right. Yeah, but this is the Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour. Me and Chuckles still in the motherfucking house, man. And I think we need to move on to this and try not to take fucking forever, because we do have a show coming on at midnight. That's critical thinking, ladies and gentlemen. But that's the thing, Chuckles, on so many different levels. Because if you were listening on YouTube, we were talking about the fact of, the difference between reading something and watching something. So many fucking things are based off something anymore. Whether it's Dexter, which, like I said, if you were listening on YouTube, you heard Dexter as well as fucking Game of Thrones. And those are two large things that are fairly current. Dexter, not so much. That are also based on book series. The Thing is also based on not so much a book, dude. It's kind of a short story. You didn't get a chance to read that at all, did you?
No, I had no time to read.
Man, this shit got held back another month.
I'm so busy, I had no time to read.
It's cool, though. Look, I own the book. I read it a chapter at a time on the shitter. No lie.
He ain't lying, y'all.
So I got it done, man. But can I just say, if for anyone that's read the book and has watched both the films, the book is so much more old school science fiction, dude. Like, literally talking about, like, they had a suit of skin, you know what I'm saying? And they put it on and took it off and shit. Like,
damn.
Yeah, like, as opposed, because, I mean, for real, it was like, and there was only, like, 3 of them, so they could only inhabit 3 people at a time, so, it wasn't like in the movie where, they could replicate everyone, and that person still exists again and again and again. It was totally fucking different from that, and I found that really, really odd, man. Like, they're talking about disposing, it made me think of fucking that Doctor Who episode with the fucking... Yeah, with the doppelgangers and shit. And they're like unzipping fucking human suits. Yeah. I'm glad they didn't go with that. Really glad they didn't go with that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You imagine that, dude? If, like, think about John Carpenter's The Thing from back in the day. And what it has come, because it's a fucking cult classic. And what it's come to represent to practical special effects. Imagine if it had been motherfuckers that were zipping and unzipping human bodysuits. Come on,
man.
You'd watch that, wouldn't you?
Oh,
yeah. There's actually 3 versions of this film, don't you? Well, I mean, there's John Carpenter, and then what is technically a prequel to it. And then there's another film made way back in the day.
That was like the very first Thing movie?
It was, no, dude, it was, I mean, it
Blob?
was, no, it was, what, they called it The Thing from Beyond, I think is the name of it, if memory serves me proper. Mind you, it was made in like the 60s or 70s, and it's a very campy, old school sci-fi film. Doesn't have any of the horror aspects that the other 2 did, especially on a psychological level. I just think it's funny that this shit has been made 3 separate times. They've made films from what was a short story, dude. Not even a fucking novel or nothing. It was a fucking very short story, And it's had 3 different incarnations of film in some form. Whether, like I said, the 2 most recent, technically, the most recent's a prequel to the previous one.
Yeah.
Why can't they make original shit up, Chuckles? Everybody just goes on something else. My wife's
it's like if you read the book, it'll tell you a different story before you watch the original films. It gives you a different perspective of it.
Oh, yeah, dude. I think that's like, look, I kind of, and I'll tell you, I'm glad I watched The Thing and had seen those films before I ever read the book. Because I can't tell you how many times I read a book and then seen a film based on it and instantly thought, dude, that movie was shit. And it was because I'd read the book.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no other reason, you know? I don't know if this would have happened so much with this particular story, though. I say because there was so many different aspects, like the fact that in the book they bring up the spaceship, and actually, like, the spaceship blows up the ship you see in the most current film. And I don't think it really blows up, though. It just kind of collapses. But in the book, dude, that ship blows the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they say it's a huge explosion and all this, blah, blah, blah. And, I mean, fuck, you don't even see that shit. Like, there is no spaceship in John Carpenter's The Thing.
No, there wasn't. There was no ship.
No, just a dog showed up. That was a dog being shot at by a crazy-ass motherfucker screaming in Ukrainian.
Oh, no, you know what? They actually did show the ship, but it was all destroyed and everything. It was covered in snow.
Hey, no, you're right. My bad. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's nitpick a bit. Because technically the new thing was supposed to be a prequel, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They matched up a lot of shit, dude. Right? Like a lot of shit. You know, from the dog and fucking old boy chasing the dog down over to the other camp. How the dude was sitting with his fucking wrist slit. You know, all that shit. Fucking, why is it that the ship was so much different? Because that ship wasn't like that at the end of what was the film in 2011, I think?
Yeah, 2011, the prequel was made in that film. Because now they try to make it more better quality than they would have thought of using for the 1982 film. Which I feel like they should have stuck with that material, but trying to make it look the same way as they did for the 1992 film.
See, now, and you know everybody's main complaint with that 2011 film is the lack of practical effects. Right?
Oh, yeah, it was.
What do you think of that, man? Like, is that... I'm curious, when you sit down and watch those films, is that something that makes it to where you just can't enjoy the remake as much because of the digital shit?
It's just the way they try to put it together. It's just like... I know it's the new era of, you know, better, you know, high quality and everything, but try to make it look like it's realistic. The way they put it together, I'm not saying the 2011 film was, you know, a shit film. It's not. I enjoyed it. But the thing is just that they just put in too many, like, CGI shit into it. It just made it look unrealistic. You know, it's like all fucking quality effective and shit.
See,
and what you would see in the 1982 film, they made it look realistic and shit in a more horrifying way.
Yeah, and I think there are gives and takes on both those things personally, though, as far as from looking at what they've done with the special effects in the 2011. And you also got to remember, man, that was 6 years ago. And I know 6 years ago don't seem like much, but if you take, like, fucking... the newest fucking high budget action film that came out, you know, like how about Kong? Yeah, take fucking Kong. You know what I'm saying, with Samuel L. Jackson. And how fucking good that monkey looks. Have you seen that, Chuckles?
It did.
Holy
yeah, I
shit.
love the film, by the way.
Yeah, it's a great film. I highly recommend it. I really do. But how great all that shit looked, dude. And then you just compare a movie 6 years ago that they dumped the same amount of money into. Or even the King Kong movie that they did right around that same time frame. Actually, I think they did it a little after The Thing, didn't they?
Yeah, with the one with Jack Black in it. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, and look, dude, you know they dumped the same amount of money into that as far as what they did Kong, you know?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that shit didn't look near that level. Yeah. You imagine... Dude, imagine if they made a Thing movie right now. You know? And did that shit again. My dog is being an asshole, Chuckles. You hear this shit?
Yeah, he said, get the fuck back on topic. You're all talking about King Kong.
No, but hey, but no, I switched it back. Like I said, dude, imagine if they made a Thing movie now, right? With the special effects we've got, and then use some practical. Like
if they made a remake, or is it the prequel?
I'll tell you what I'd love to see. I would, if they were gonna do another Thing movie. There is only one place I think they could take it and keep it to where the story was all fine and everything, which is to adapt a comic book story that was done through Dark Horse. And it was The Thing Viking era. And it was when that ship actually fucking crashed, and there was like a fucking group of Vikings right where that ship crashed. So the fucking Vikings had to deal with that thing not knowing what the fuck it was, and it was just, yeah. And I think that could be very interesting if you did it, especially with the special effects you have available, and the fact that, dude, they'd be using fucking torches and axes and swords, and that would be fucking awesome to watch.
And watching someone like being beheaded and shit when they turn into the Thing, that'd be fucking crazy.
Yeah, like fucking. I mean, the comic was dope, and I think there's a hell of a concept there that they could use that would definitely make a fucking film. But yeah, dude, if they're gonna touch on that subject, I don't think. I mean, I'd hate to see an actual remake of the original. I don't think that film should ever be remade.
It shouldn't be. It's like you guys already made the prequel of it. There's no point of even doing a remake to it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, they covered it with the prequel, and the prequel was good, and I'm going to kick my dog's ass. I swear to God, ladies and gentlemen, because she's being a bitch. She is. Oh, well, I know why she's being a bitch, Chuckles, because she's like, you've been in this room too long. Fuck off. You got other shit to do. I'm going to fucking kill you. I am. Hey, Lizzie, yeah, shut up and lay down. Do that shit for me, would you? It'd be awesome, because this is the Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour. Fucker. No fucks given. Jackass dog. My dog's looking at me funny like, you are psychotic. See, even she knows, ladies and gentlemen, but that's besides the point. All right? So, dude, between those two films then, between The Thing from 1983 and The Thing from 2011, overall, what do you say is the better film?
To me, I always have to go for the classic. I say 1982 was the more better film.
See, and I
because
can't...
it gave out that horror perspective to it that just made you fucking paranoid. And the effects that they put into that movie made it so realistic. It just makes you think, like, is this shit actually fucking real? Would this shit actually happen if an alien came out from the sky and then forms into another person and then reappears as this, like, disfigured-looking creature and shit like that? That'll freak you the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And for the 2011 film, I feel like it's just like it was unexpected because everybody thought it was a remake, but it wasn't. It was a prequel.
Yeah.
But the way they put the effects to it, it just made it look unrealistic in a way. It just made it like not interesting towards other viewers.
I see your point in that, man. I do, and I agree with you. Like, the original will always be better. Like, cause fuck, I mean, that hand detached and tried to run the fuck, or no, the head like detached itself and tried to fucking scamper off. And look, you can't beat that effect the way they did that legs coming out the fucking head, and then that son of a bitch just scampering off down the. Yeah, no, that's a fucking classic scene in cinema, in my opinion. Period. Especially just because of what it took to do it. I mean, because that's. Whew, I'd have hate to have been on the motherfucking team that did special effects for that old school movie. I mean, it'd have been dope and fun, but it had to be a meticulous pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Especially with the effects that make it look realistic as shit. You know, it took a lot of hard work and dedication just to pull that off.
Oh, yeah. And I agree with you as far as what you said about the 2011, though. Because I remember going to see that, and I was fully expecting it to be a remake, and fucking suddenly it's, shown that it's a prequel, which was a pleasant surprise, to say the least. I was glad that they didn't go and ruin what was a classic film. Instead, they were like, you know what? No. We're going to show what happened before this movie. Like, we're going to show where the fuck this dog came from. Because I think that was always a question everybody thought. Like, where the fuck did this dog come from? You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one thing that they did in the 2011 film that they did not put into the 1982 film. You know, in the 1982 film, when Kurt Russell was trying to figure out who's the Thing, so he takes samples of their blood, right, and he puts, like, this hot metal, like, wire into their blood, and if it's the Thing, it pops up like the blood starts to pop up as the Thing.
Yeah.
But as for 2011, how they would figure out it was the Thing, they have these metal teeth and shit like that. It was something like particular, like metal. If a person had in their body parts, it will spit them out.
Yeah.
That shit, they did not involve that shit in the 1982 film. That was kind of a weird twist to it.
Yeah, see, I think that's cool how they did that, though. Like, they made it to where it was like, hey, these people are, they were coming from a different perspective, so they thought a different thing. Actually, and I will say the whole needle the whole hot needle to the blood thing is actually straight out of the original short story as well. Like, it was right out of that shit. So that's something that's been carried through for a minute. But like I said, I like the fact that they didn't use it in 2011. They found something different to do. Because, dude, if they would have used that same thing, that's kind of tiresome,
Yeah, because it's already been used, and it's going to be always going to happen. It's like, well, this is going to be the scene where it's going to pop up, and there's going to be a weird digital effect that they're going to put into that effect, pretty much.
Yeah, and I've seen that original effect. And for anyone watching that has not watched John Carpenter's The Thing, first off, what the fuck is wrong with you? Shame on your ass. Go watch it. But yeah, when they put that hot needle in the blood that is the Thing, like the way they did that effect, dude, I would have hated to have seen them try to do that in the 2011 film. It would have looked like shit.
Yeah, it would just look like straight garbage, and it's going to be predictable.
Yeah. So, they made the right move there, at least. You got to give them that.
Yeah. In a way, yeah.
I think they did that on a lot of little things, though, man. And I think it was ballsy of them even to try and go fuck with that film, because that's one of those films that has such a reputation as a cult classic that to even go and think about fucking with it in any way, dude, you're instantly like all you got to do is say, hey, I'm gonna go work on some shit that's related to this in some form. People are pissed at you.
Oh yeah.
Like, I didn't even say what I was gonna do. We don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Leave it alone.
Like, we don't, fuck your thoughts, fuck your opinions. We're just gonna do this in our own way. And it's like, well, you just pretty much ruined a good fucking classic, asshole.
And that'll happen again and again, dude. And I think we'll continue to make remakes. God, I know there's enough remakes, Chuckles, that we can compare one for every show, and we would never run out of shows. Because they'll keep making remakes at such a rate that, yeah, we won't run out of shows.
Exactly. It just came to a point where people just have no ideas or inspiration anymore. So it's say, you know what? Let's bring back some of these old classic films that people love, and we'll just ruin it with a remake. But don't get me wrong, there were some remakes that some people actually did know what they were doing, but there were some people that just did not had the time to do it. They just cared about the money and not focus on the quality of the movie and just focus on making bad films of it.
Oh, yeah. See, that's like in a remake that me and Damien Static brought up earlier was the new Alien film. And I think that's a remake that is one that they've probably done well, but that's only because it's back in Ridley Scott's hands, and he's the one fucking doing it. It's not director A, B, or C. It's not director fucking B or C. It's director A, the dude that started and created the shit. I think that's what a lot of students do. People have like, oh man, we're fans of it. They're trying to write fan fiction. And just don't work a lot of the time. Keep it to the internet.
Exactly. Like that new Alien review was really good. It was pretty much like those who haven't watched it. It's like if you haven't watched it, I'm not gonna give
Real quick. Normally we don't give a fuck, and we will spoil fuck out films over here on fuck out beer. I want to hear shit about that movie, John.
Yeah. We haven't talked about that in another episode and shit.
That's actually a perfect transition too. I'll have to fucking test something because just from seeing the previews, you can definitely parody the original Alien because it definitely seemed like it had this kind of vibe.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
Not a foreign alien. It's just this one thing that needs to fucking kill you. Yeah. I will say, dude, out of films were you reviewed tonight, if you had, let's do it this way. You had to deal with either Doomhead, Chucky, right, or Xenomorph, because I'm not throwing the thing in there. That is rude.
We throw out the story and think he's one of the top five we're talking about.
But okay, so who would you rather fight? Because I didn't think in there because nobody's gonna pick the thing. Or no, wait. Who would you least want to fight out of those three? That's why I went. At least would you want to fight out of those three? That's why I didn't think. No, that's your answer. The fuck's the point?
Because this is the main thing. Because here's the thing. Because King is very flex with killing people because he can informing other people. I'm saying one. Chuckle. No offense. One. Nobody stands against the thing. No. It's not like you have like explosive, like you're probably safe if you don't have explosive on fucked. Alright, the whole thing, if I would have least faced child things, people head or Chucky. No. I'm putting a Xenomorph in shits and giggles. Sorry. Man. I'll be saying I would have least face probably do in a way. Do to make this fuck. Is that he'll kill you in the most bad manner and make watch because he does it. Like that pre-made in the very beginning of the film. He got act wrong fuck with fucking shoulders and his his face and shit. Wait. Brutal as fuck. You would rather face Doomhead. You would rather face Xenomorph than Doomhead. Well, he's fucking the fuck too, so I'll probably say both. It's a yeah, I wouldn't want to fight like a fucking alien. Fuck that shit, dude. That shit is fucking... I think it's gonna come at you and open its mouth and my face about to get about that all bit off. It's gonna shove it into your head. Yeah, Xeno, I read a face than that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta get out that energy ball, dude. That shit is scary. Like, force your brain back of your head, like, it's tongue. Cause that's what it is. That is tongue. That shit is its tongue. I want you to really stop. Everybody says your energy ball. No, that's tongue. That's tongue. That's fucking frightening. I'd rather face off against Doomhead and Chucky than have fucking face kind of thing. It's like, kill me. Kill myself in that situation, bro. In that case, Chuckles and related to the Xenomorphs. They're just fair fight. Not we have way too many advantages. For real. Fucking the jaw on it, ability to turn it into anything. That shit ain't fair. It's not, right? But no, man. Who you think between Head and Chucky? And who you gonna win in that fight? Oh man. I had to vote for Doomhead for this year right here. Because it's like, Chuck come back in a certain way, coming back. But here's a Chucky's done it so many times way the fuck doesn't matter, and Head creatively. And then I would say probably Head will probably win. Remember I said brash shit, right? Right. First winner. It, right? Yeah, because it was more psychological and Freddy was more physical. And Chuckle, good sir. I again have to agree with you when you stop doing this. Definitely Doomhead. Take that fight. So I just gotta say, he's on down the line. I'm gonna win, ladies and gentlemen, because we got the rest of the bracket before we get to part two of the bracket. Initially, it versus Doomhead. Dude.
I'm sure we'll win that one. Get shit. Time comes. We are going no further though. That's oh my god. That's it. No, it's way too much of a conversation. Shitting because like he had that and because one of them psychological. So really it doesn't fucking matter. It's like the psychological part is work on truly psychotic, right?
Exactly.
Still, I don't know. You have to stay tuned to the fuck. I find that shit out. Yeah. Chuckle thoughts. Oh my dog will bark over him now.
If y'all big fan of movies, we are tuning into our show. The Freaky Fucked Up Hour. We'll be like blabber some good ass details on films that we talk about, and also be sure to check out Unknown Factor's music. Be sure to check out my music and the upcoming shows that we're going to do. And by this summer of 2017, I will release on Mind of Evenus, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. And July 14th, I will be opening up for the homie Illuminati at the Back Bar Sofa Lounge here in San Jose, California. And much always, stay evil and keep it fucking evil.
Man, I need to like write down what shows I got coming up so I can promo my shit like you do. Because I know I got like a couple coming up at Carl's. I got this other show. I don't know. I got shows coming up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even fucking sure when they all are because there's this radio too. And that's why I have my wife booking all my shit. And she's just like, hey, babe, today is this. And I'm like, oh, okay, I got that. That's just how it is because I am the Unknown Factor. And, fuck it, man. I don't give a fuck. This is the Freaky Fucked Up Beer Hour. No fucking skipping radio. Chuckles, what should I cut out on?
Shit, what should we cut out on?
I don't know,
man.
man.
Cut out Shocking Murders.
Oh, look, you picked a track of yours. I was going to pick a track of mine. I already played a track of mine, though. Whatever, though. Played a track of yours right before we started. I technically did, too. But that's besides the point. You didn't know that because nobody knows what the fuck I do. Yeah, because I am the Unknown Factor. Hold on, though. I'll pull, what? You say Blood Craze? Oh, yeah, hold on. I got that. Wait, not that. Yeah, fuck that, actually. Listen to this shit. Fucking, they're going to listen to this shit first because it's fucking funny, and then I'm gonna fucking play that shit. But this has been the Freaky Fucked Up Fear Hour, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, no fucks given radio. Catch myself and Chuckles again on the No Fucks Given Hour on my date book's not handy. I don't know. Check nofucksgivenradio.com and it'll tell you that shit.
We'll be back in July, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Have a good night, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, stay tuned for Critical Thinking.
Yo, what's going on, brother? Long time no motherfucking see.
Yo, man, dude, you gotta check this CD I just got. It's, like, dope as hell.
For sure. What is it about, man?
Oh, man, look, this is that Christian horrorcore, man. There ain't nothing like it.
Christian horrorcore? What the fuck, man? You better get on with that bullshit, dog.
No, man, you don't understand, though. Look. Like, it's that Christian horrorcore, dude. Like, cause it's like they're talking about slaughtering, but they're talking about slaughtering in the name of God, man. Like demons and shit,
Bitch, you have about 5 seconds to back off me before I grab that crucifix around your neck and stab you in your fucking eye socket.
Man, look, no, you don't understand. This can change your life. It can make you into this...
Bitch, you motherfucker. Don't fucking listen to this faggot ass Christian rap shit. Fuck Christian horrorcore.
The reason why I'm here, I just wanna watch you die. There's no point for you to go to sleep at night, migraine headache. Just like the Exorcist, my whole bed shake. Bloody worship on the door, bloody worship, bloody Rorschach on the floor. Bloody worship, can't take it anymore. Bloody worship, gotta make some. Same old mask and the same old buck knife, same old pen and the same old pad.
Creating symphonies with the chainsaw. This ain't rated RNC-17. Keep your eyes closed, it's about to be a murder scene.
You support that Christian horrorcore rap, you are a pussy fuck bitch.
No fucks given.
Sprite Beats.
see his blood. When push come to shove, man, I don't give a fuck. I hang his shit from a light post. How to pull a plug, sell a dope. Underneath the rug is where I drag him down when it's time to do the light bulb. Psycho, laid in the trunk with a rifle. Javi Oswald vision looking through the sights go. Run up on our beat, bitch, your face till your eyes close. Guns up on my waist and they go everywhere that I go. Range of the strings, you're a puppet in my sideshow. Rings and fava beans with Chianti while you die slow. Every minute, berry bones like I'm Vino. Send your pussy to the clinic like a gyno. Like LSD, I can tap it to your spinal. You thought you killed me, but I'm coming back like Michael. Then you flat like a DJ with the vinyl. Leave you fucked up like you got hit by a rhino. Put him in the trunk, my dick get hard like a brick. Every time I see the side of blood, we get it out the mud and relocate your body from the sticks in a ditch to a hole in the swamp. The other day I had a drink in a hole in the wall where I let that punk sneaking in a hole in the wall. I can tell what you've been thinking from your brains on the wall. Watch me cock a hammer back and going straight on the wall. You can tell I was there from my name on the wall cause I wrote this shit.